Naruto is inarguably one of the greatest anime of all time, and one of the greatest shows of all time. I may be so bold to say. Now, everybody knows what Naruto is. I feel like I don't have to tell you what Naruto is. It's an anime about a young ninja who wants to become the greatest ninja in his village so he can finally get some respect because he was disrespected all his life. That's it, basically. It's an underdog story, at least in the beginning, which people love the world over. It's one of the most popular shows, one of the most popular anime, and one of the most popular shows of all time, basically. Now, a lot of people have this problem with Naruto, and they say that it starts out as, and it's meant to be, the story is meant to be an underdog kind of story. They're supposed to get Naruto, who's a loser, who's at the bottom of his class, literally the bottom of his class. He's like good for nothing. He was born deficient. He's an orphan, no parents. And it's supposed to be a story about how hard work overcomes all, and that's how he gets to the top. And that's even shown more potently in a different character, Rock Lee, who is born in a worse position than Naruto because he can't even use the special ninja powers that all ninjas can use, exception being him and his sensei. So it's really shown with him. He's one of the strongest from the beginning, and he doesn't even have that, and it's all 100% hard work. Now, people say that there's a problem with Naruto, and that problem is that Naruto becomes a bit hypocritical because later on in the series, spoiler alert, basically the end of Shippuden, the second part of Naruto, it's revealed that Naruto's father was actually the Hokage, which was the leader of the village. You already know this if you watch Naruto. But the idea is, oh, so it's not an underdog story. It's not a rags to riches kind of thing where the bottom guy with no potential and nothing going from him from birth becomes the top. He was already the son. He was already gifted by birth. He was the son of one of the fastest ninja ever. He came from his clan on his mother's side, gave him a big advantage, and he was born with the Nine Tails, which was a disadvantage at first, but ended up being a huge, massive advantage for him. So it just, and to top it all off, if you finish the series, he's the incarnate of Indra, who is the son of basically the progenitor of chakra in the entire series. So people even call him like Ninja Jesus because he's like the rebirth of the source of chakra in the world. So he has everything going for him basically. There almost isn't a ninja with a better birth than him. Basically is the point. So people say that it's hypocritical because it makes you think that Naruto is a loser with nothing going for him in the beginning, but he's actually this kid with massive talent and massive opportunities that literally no one around him has. But I disagree. I don't think that's a problem. The show never actually, and I think it's a false premise for this problem. The premise being the show sets itself up to be like rags to riches, lowest to greatest, through nothing but hard work. But that's really not what Naruto's about. That's what Rock Lee is about, the character I said earlier. That's his whole story, and his sensei's whole story. But that's not Naruto. Naruto is actually more of a story about friendship, about camaraderie, and how the bonds we have between one another, not even romantic in particular, are some of the most important things in life. And that's what it's all about. And it's more so those bonds that Naruto has with everyone around him and his likability that helps him get to the top and helps him realize his own potential and helps him ultimately win back Sasuke, which is his biggest driving factor almost for most of the show, including Shippuden. So, my opinion, there's nothing wrong with Naruto. That problem doesn't really exist. It's from a false premise. I don't know if the people who say that have even watched Naruto start to finish. And if they have, that's a bit of a shame because the point is a bit clear. Because people stop talking about hard work and all that stuff. Like it ended with Rock Lee after we got powerful messaging, and it came back in Shippuden with Might Guy, Rock Lee Sensei, and we got some powerful messaging there too. Because he ended up being one of the strongest ninja ever, also just through sheer hard work. So Naruto does have messages about hard work, even though the strongest isn't through hard work. It's kind of like real life too, to be honest. But like, there's nothing wrong with Naruto. It's a great anime. You should watch it if you haven't.